Some people say moving is an escape. I disagree.
It feels like nothing just happened, but something just happened. And what just happened was I just said bye.
I'm addicted to moving.
This is my life. Oh yeah. It's like 3:30 in the morning. I tell myself that if this lifestyle is cool to me, it must be cool for at least one man. Look, I sleep in my car. I'm so cool. I'm cool to myself.
Every time you move to a new place, you grow. You're challenged. You're forced to learn faster than you would if you stayed in the same place. And it all feels stolen in a way because I know that I wouldn't be having these experiences or even have met these people if I didn't make the decision to move. It feels like I'm taking fate into my own hands and that I have some sort of control over the direction of my life. I ended up in the exact same hotel that I stayed in when I was on my way out to California 2 years ago. So isn't that such a strange full circle? Yeah, this is what I will be doing for the next couple hours. I'm super tired. I drove, well, I was on the road for roughly 16 hours. And then when I got here, I laid down and I fell asleep. And I slept so deeply, I felt dead. Like I felt no awareness whatsoever. And when I woke up, I was super disoriented because it was still light out. And I looked at my phone and it said 7. And I thought that it was 7 a.m. the next morning. But no, I had slept about 3 hours straight. I was just thinking a bit about how crazy it is that I'm in the same hotel that I stayed in on my way to California before any of my California adventures happened. And it's hard to describe, I suppose, but my year and like 8 or 9 months in California has definitely been, it's felt like a lifetime. It's felt like an entirely different and new life. Like, so much happened. I kept thinking, like, this is incredible. Like, this is insane. Because, like, I just dropped in on a city where I knew absolutely nobody from Adam. I had 0 connections there. So every single person that I met there was a stranger, a brand new person. And each brand new person brought with them these incredible, amazing opportunities. And I found myself going on adventures with different people and just thinking, like, a couple months ago I didn't know this person, and I don't know, oh, it's amazing. Life is just crazy. But right now I'm definitely feeling very, very tired. Like, my brain hurts. So I'm gonna have another very deep sleep tonight. And very lonely. That's probably what I was gonna say. Like, you can hear how quiet it is. It's very quiet. Imagine being alone here.
Don't mind me, I'm just rollerblading in the mountains of Colorado.
was trying to bleep this cheese and it wasn't bleeping. And I was like, you can give it to me for free. And then she did. This is the last time I trust my GPS. So I found a coffee shop in a random tiny little town in Nebraska. And when I started driving through here, I kind of recognized it, and I was like, why would I recognize this tiny little town? And then I realized it was the town that I got pulled over in when I was driving out to California 2 years ago. So it's a very negative experience. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this coffee. I made it. I made it here. Can't believe it. That was a long drive. Goodbye, 2022. January 2022 started out rough. I had an unrequited crush that I had just let go of, and I began the process of separating myself from the only community that I knew in Santa Barbara. I felt lonely. February was up and down, often lonely, but also had many magical moments. I began to meet more and more new people from a rollerblade club that I'd go to every Sunday. I rollerbladed almost every day along the ocean. I think February was the month I went to my first skate park ever, and I spent Valentine's Day handing out 3 dozen roses to strangers who were alone, rose by rose. March was my birthday, and the beginning of another crush. It was an exciting time. I began making new friends and feeling new hope for what was possible. I rollerbladed several times a week with new rollerblading friends. I was also going through major religious questioning. Life felt exciting. I think March was also the month that I met my favorite artist, Grabbits. I remember just how magical life felt during this time, how it felt that every day was an adventure and a dream. May was when I got the news that my landlords wanted to give someone else my room. I had 3 days to decide if I wanted to stay or leave Santa Barbara. I chose to leave and was somewhat forced because I couldn't afford to stay. I was given until June. It felt right to leave for so many reasons. I came to California for an adventure, and I had one. It was time to move on and start something new. I remember being so at peace with the decision and feeling that fate was giving a very clear, not so gentle nudge forward. In June, I embarked on my cross-country drive back home. It was so crazy to drive the same roads that I drove out to California 2 years before. A totally different person, with no idea what was to come. I was excited to come home. July was an amazing month. A month of rejuvenation and soaking in the summer. I focused on trying to find peace again and to slow myself down.
I saw that!
What?
I saw your ankle twist!
It wasn't my ankle, actually.
It wasn't?
My back just gave out.
I can't really tell you why, but the next clips never fails to make me extremely emotional. It was the last time that everything felt normal, and I didn't realize that it would be the last time that it was going to be like this.
Yes. This is when the kids were young. His feet are.
It's a video.
Video.
In the city? Are you located in the city?
I'm in
He's huge. I heard you were really old. Scared? They're scared of me.
Hi!
Here, I can show you. It's a nice little beach.
Y'all take a break. Mason's gonna lead us in prayer before we start dinner. Something out, yeah.
Here, don't worry. He's back there. Oh, Josh, yeah, you're.
Okay, so this play is called Super Cat to the Rescue. Once upon a time, there were two super
Oh!
I'm Super Cat.
I'm super dog.
Take that, Super Cat.
Not so fast!
Super Dog.
Catnip Blaster.
Catnip Blaster, activate.
Wait, can we go back?
Rewind!
Stand back up. Do we want it to start it all over?
No, no, just the catnip. The super catnip blaster.
Okay, so we're fighting.
Catnip activate! And so Dr. Evilstein fell to the ground. So Super Dog. Oh no, he's not in the car! To jail, and they all lived happily ever after. The end!
I didn't realize how much July would mean to me. It was the end of something. It was a goodbye, and I didn't even know it. I had no idea that this would be the last July I ever spent at my childhood home. 2022 was a reminder that everything happens for a reason. If I hadn't been kicked out of my room in California, I wouldn't have come home in the summer. I had no idea it would be the last summer with my dad and at my childhood home. I also finally had the clarity and strength to say goodbye to someone who had been in my life since I was 13. And if I hadn't said goodbye, I wouldn't have met my current boyfriend. If I hadn't come back, I wouldn't have met him either. 2022 was a year of growth, change, loss, and new beginnings.